Alrighty guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nyla and this is boom LC Trades. You already know. So this is going to be part 1 of the series, and guess what series it is, because I said it in the last video. A beginners series. All of April I'm going to be dropping a bunch of content just for my beginners, just for the people who are watching my videos, probably scrolling past it because they don't know what in the heck I'm talking about. This is for you. So now you can stop and learn and see exactly what I be doing, exactly what I'm talking about. It's all for you, baby. Come on. I did this for you. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what is Forex? Who are we in the Forex market? What pushes the market? What is traded in the market? 4 simple topics. 4. Only 4. And I'm going to make it short and quick so that your attention spans don't blow up. You feel me? So without further ado, let's hop into the video. Let's do it. Okay, guys, so bear with me. I am also reading from my notes right here. So I want to make sure I say everything properly, making sure I say everything right. So make sure you get your notebook, you get your pen, you get your phone ready to screenshot, because this is tea. This right here is what you need to pay attention to. Okay, so what is Forex? Forex is basically when you exchange one currency for another currency. It's when we, the retail traders, the people who you see on Instagram and stuff, basically we're speculating that one economy is going to do better or worse than the other economy, right? So for instance, when you hear me talk about the euro versus the US dollar, right? That's euro USD. That means that myself, if I'm getting in for a euro USD buy, that means that I think that the euro, the European currency, is going to do better than the US dollar. If you hear me getting in for a sell, that means that I think the euro, Europe's currency, is going to do worse than the US dollar, right? So for instance, let's bring up another one so I could talk about some different points. USD CAD, right? That's the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, right? And the reason it's together and it's not a slash is, I don't know, because they want to put it together. Just know that it's the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, and that is what you will see basically in all of the currency pairs when you search them up or anything. It's going to be like it's going to be 6 letters. USD, CAD, Euro, USD, CAD, JPY, whatever. We'll go on and on, but that is an example. So back to USD CAD. Say that right now I think USD CAD is at 1.39, right? So that means that one US dollar is equivalent to $1.39 Canadian dollars. That's it. When I say that I want to buy USD CAD, that means that I want that 1.39 and all the rest of the numbers that we will get into later. I want that 1.39 to go up to 140, 141, 142, right? Stay with me. And when I say I want to sell USD CAD, that means that 1.39, I want to go lower. So I want to go to 138, 137, 136, boom. That's Forex, that's trading. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And to be a day trader, because we're going to get into all the different types of trading you can do. To be a day trader, that means that I want that 1.39 to go to 140 or close enough to 140. Because to go to all the way from 1.39 to 1.42, for example, if I'm buying it, that's going to take some time. But that's a discussion for a different topic. We're going to stay focused here. So I think that is the easiest way I could kind of break down and explain exactly what Forex is. You're actually involved in the everyday Forex market. When you actually go to the airports and you see that booth that says exchange your currencies and stuff, that's Forex. That's it right there. Simple. You're exchanging your US dollar for whatever the economy currency is. Like you're exchanging it for a yen. You're exchanging it for say Great British pound. I don't know what the heck I was about to say, but yes, you are involved in it. Every time you go to the airport, every time you go to, I don't know, Midtown or something. I live in New York, so I don't know where y'all go, but whenever you see that booth, just know that's Forex. All right, so the next topic is going to be the people that move the market, right? So because at the end of the day, we're retail traders, right? And I'll get into us shortly, but there are other people that move the market tons. They move it way more than we do. And the first one is going to be the government and central banks, right? So the government and central banks, they don't move the market to get any type of profit. What they do is they drop the news that we be looking at. So inflation, anything that has to do with job losses, raising rates, anything like that that has to involve the economy. Yes, they are big hitters and play a big part in the foreign exchange market, which is why it's good to keep up with that stuff, pay attention to that stuff. I'm not saying you got to be a news trader now, because there are, but just keep up with it if you can. Download a little like app on your phones. You can get little updates to read about. You feel me? Second, the next type of people, these are the people that really, 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 really push the market. The first ones, yes, obviously they impact the market, but these MFers right here, boy, they move the market. So that is going to be, hold on, financial institutions. So that is your local bank, wherever you bank at. That's Chase, TD, Bank of America, wherever you bank at, yeah. They are heavy hitters in the market, and they are moving the market to make a profit. I just gotta make sure I keep reading my notes, making sure I'm saying that they right things to you guys. So they are basically making sure that when you put that money into your bank account, that money's not going to a safe, as you all know. No, it's going right into the stock market so they could use that money to help their business and trade and make a profit for their business. Those are heavy hitters. So your bank, yes, they're in the Forex market, especially heavy. They're heavy hitters in the market, you feel me? So the third people that move the market, they are called hedgers. So let me do a little reading. All right. Hedgers protect companies from major losses. So the companies like Chase, like Bank of America, like TD, hedgers are there to make sure that they don't take a L and go extremely bankrupt. Hedgers are there for their protection, not for us. They don't care about us, but they're there for the banks. You feel me? And then the fourth one that we have is going to be the speculators. So the speculators are those tech savvy people. They really know a lot about the market. They know exactly what they're doing. They went to school probably for 10 years. I'm lying. They went to school for this. They know exactly what they're doing in the market, and they are heavy market manipulators. They drive the markets up and down. Right? Speculators, look it up. That's what it's called. And then, last but not least, you have us, retail traders, little old us. Those people you scroll and see on Instagram, those heavy hitters that have, I don't know, like FXLSG, Swaggy Seed, Trades by Side, all those people, yes, retail traders. Every last one of us, no matter how much money they make, they're still a retail trader. God bless them, by the way, every last one of those people. But we're retail traders. We make up 15 to 20% of the market. We're just in it for ourselves. We don't really do anything to the market that much. Like, we really don't move it that much. Just being honest with you. Also, well, we're done with that portion now. So now that you know who moves the market, perfect. I'm proud of you. Good job. Take notes on every single thing I said. However, now that you know exactly who moves the market, you need to know that there's a difference between Forex and the stock market. That difference is, first, being that the foreign exchange market is open 24/5, right? That means that Monday through Friday, it is open 24 hours. Now, if you're a crypto trader, it's open all the time for you because crypto doesn't close on the weekend. You could actually trade Bitcoin and yep, all of those cryptos. I don't know why they're not coming to my head right now, but all of those cryptos, you could trade them on Saturday and Sunday. But back to what I was saying. So that's why the Forex market is pretty cool. On top of that, you're able to have higher leverage and liquidity in the Forex market. If you didn't know, look it up. The Forex market is dumping in a whopping, yes, whopping 9.6 trillion. Yes, you heard me right. You could actually fact check it because back in the day, like maybe 3 years ago, it used to be 7.3 billion. No, now it's 9.6 trillion. That's how much money is getting moved in and out of the Forex market every single day. Okay, I'm just letting you know. You could go Google it if you want. So that's the next one. And then also the good thing about Forex is that there are so many things you can trade. There are so many currencies that you can, this economy may be better than this economy, and this economy may be worse than this economy. Yes, it's literally thousands of pairs you can trade. You don't have to stick to the mainstream ones that you hear us talk about. You can literally search it up yourself, do research, and you can trade that if you want. Okay? Up to you. But the next thing I will be going over is, hold on, sit there, sit tight. Yes, what is traded in the Forex market? So as you know, as I said earlier, the Forex market is basically when we hope that one economy is going to be better than the other economy. However, there are different subsets of that, right? So first we have the major pairs, and that is going to be any pair that has the US dollar involved in it. Because the US dollar is a hefty son of a, yep. So anything that's attached to that makes it a major pair. For example, USD CAD, USD JPY, GBP USD, AUD USD. All of those major pairs. Then you have the minor pairs, which are any pair that does not involve the US dollar. Pretty simple, right? So you have GBP JPY, AUD JPY, CAD JPY. I could keep going on and on, but any pair that does not have the US dollar along with it, minor pair. And then last but not least, you have exotic currency pairs. Now, those are pairs that are basically, it's a currency that is based next to emerging currency market or whatever. Like, for example, the US dollar versus the Mexican peso. They're an emerging market. They're not as strong as, say, the US dollar, but they're emerging. And if you look it up and do your research, there are a bunch of markets that you can trade any currency pair, whether that's the US dollar, AUD, CAD, whatever. You can trade all of those pairs with any exotic pair that you find. Like there is the USD versus the Mexican peso. That is a real thing. You can look it up and you can trade it. But that is called an exotic currency pair. Yep. Make sure you write all that down. It's very important. Do I have anything else to say? Let me see. Please hold. No, because guess what? Your attention span is probably almost done and you're probably ready to go click whatever video is on the side, or I don't got time and you don't got time. So we're going to wrap this video up, right? I hope that you took notes. I hope you took your screenshots. I'm going to edit the heck out of this video and just make sure you keep up with this series, because guess what? Beginners, this is for you. If you don't even know what Forex is, now you do. You could go and tell your mom, your grandma, your brother, your sister, your aunt, whatever. Go tell them you know what Forex is and you about to make $1 million this year. Talk about it. Yeah. All that, all that, all that. $40,000. I'm rich. But without further ado, please make sure you keep up with the series and make sure you like the video, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe right here. Yep, I'm gonna keep it there for a second. All right, that's long enough, because what it takes 2 seconds to do that. You feel me? So I love you guys. Make sure you keep up with the series. I'm gonna be dumping a bunch of content out, and yes, I don't care if I said that 3 times. Yeah, I said it. Whatever. Keep up with the series if you're a beginner, because you need to pay attention. There's important information. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.